Now we're going to shift into one of the core ideas behind lean, waste. When we talk about waste and lean, we are not only talking about physical scrap or defective product. Waste can also be wasted time, wasted movement, excess inventory, unnecessary approvals, unclear communication, waiting, overprocessing, or underused talent. The main idea is that every process contains activities that either create value or do not create value. Lean helps us see those activities more clearly so we can improve flow, reduce frustration, and make the process easier for both the customer and the people doing the work. As we go through this section, I want you to think about your own work area. Where do you see delays? Where do you see rework? Where do people have to search for information, wait for decisions, or repeat steps that should not be necessary? Waste reduction versus variation reduction. Before we go deeper into waste, it is helpful to compare Lean and Six Sigma. Lean primarily focuses on waste reduction. The goal is to improve flow by removing activities that do not add value. Lean often uses the PDCA cycle: plan, do, check, act. That means we identify an opportunity, test an improvement, study the result, and then adjust or standardize based on what we learn. Six Sigma, on the other hand, focuses on reducing variation in a process. Variation means inconsistency. If a process gives different results depending on the person, shift, machine, supplier, input, or environment, then we have variation. Six Sigma uses the DMAIC framework: define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. These two approaches are different, but they are closely connected. Lean helps us make the process flow better. Six Sigma helps us make the process perform more consistently. In real improvement work, we usually need both. A process can be fast but inconsistent, or consistent but full of waste. Lean Six Sigma brings both toolboxes together so we can improve speed, quality, cost, delivery, and customer satisfaction. Value versus non-value add. One of the most important Lean concepts is the difference between value-added and non-value-added activity. A value-added activity is something the customer is willing to pay for, something required by law, or something required by regulations or certifications. For example, if we are manufacturing a part, the customer may be willing to pay for the actual transformation of raw material into the finished product. If we are in a regulated environment, certain inspections, documentation, or compliance steps may also be required and therefore necessary. Non-value-added activity is everything else. That does not always mean the activity is bad or unnecessary right away. Some non-value-added work may currently be required because of how the process is designed. For example, an approval step may not directly add value to the customer, but the organization may need it today because of risk, compliance, or quality concerns. The Lean mindset asks us to challenge those activities. Do we really need this step? Could it be simplified? Could it be automated? Could the process be designed so the issue is prevented earlier? The key question is, would the customer knowingly pay for this activity if they saw it itemized on an invoice? Now let's make this practical. What are some examples in your own work that you would consider value-added activities? And what are some examples of activities that consume time but may not add value?